From the news desk at Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin, this is news around the world.
In the headlines, NSCDC deploys 40,000 personnel ahead of Salah celebrations. Kwara Eid Committee announces plans for Eid prayer. On the foreign scene, Putin says Russia dodged a civil war after suppressing mercenaries. In sport, Tottenham Hotspur rejects Bayern Munich's bid for Hurricane. Good evening and thank you for joining us for the news across the world on Diamond 88.7 FM. I am Tobi Adebisi. You can listen to us via our website www.diamondfm.net or watch us live on Facebook at Diamond 887 FM and YouTube Diamond FM Ilorin. We bring you details of the news after this break. Please stay with us.
Opportunity in this country. I don't lose hope. Oh my God, jackpot.
Leaving the country may not be the solution that you think it is. Don't make leaving Nigeria the only solution to your life's challenges. Japa because you want to, but stop raising it as a solution to national issues that you can work on and fix. Nigeria will always be your home, and together we can make it better.
This message is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin.
You're welcome back. Now the news in detail. Ahead of Eid al-Kabir celebration for Wednesday, members of the public, especially Muslim worshippers, have been urged to arrive at the Eid prayer ground latest by 8 o'clock in the morning for the 2 rakat prayers. A statement jointly signed by Chairman Eid Committee Dr. Abdul Razak Amuda and Special Services Directorate at Kwara Governor's Office Mahmoud Soliu, released to Diamond FM News today, noted that hawking and begging along the route and inside the prayer ground are prohibited, as disobedience will be dealt with by law enforcement agencies. The state implored worshippers not to observe their prayers at the roadsides or along the route. Also advised worshippers using the Eid premises to vacate it this evening to allow security officers to do their jobs. The statement further noted that as from 8 o'clock on the Eid day, vehicles shall no longer be allowed into the praying ground through Unity Road, Stadium New Idi Road Junction and Muslim Cemetery Junction. Still in the spirit of the celebration, the Inspector General of Police, Olukayode Egbetokun, has directed Zonal Assistant Inspector Generals of Police and Commissioners of Police to deploy personnel and equipment to ensure adequate security throughout the Eid al-Kabir celebration. This was contained in a statement released by the force spokesperson, Muyiwa Adejobi. Egbetokun warned personnel deployed for various assignments during the celebration to be disciplined, professional, and respect the fundamental rights of the citizens. The Commandant General, Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, Ahmed Audi, has deployed 40,000 personnel ahead of the Eid al-Kabir celebration. This was contained in a statement signed by the Corps spokesperson Olushola Odumosu on Tuesday. According to the statement, Audi charged all heads of formation to leave no stone unturned in ensuring effective security coverage for the country. He urged them to increase their level of vigilance and be highly sensitive to their environments, especially during this festive period. A witness has told the Lagos State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal, headed by Justice Arum Asham, that Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and his wife Ibijoke were allowed to cast their votes despite their voter cards being invalid. This testimony was given by an agent of the Labour Party, Dayo Israel, who was summoned to testify in the petition filed by Gbadebo Road Survivor, the Labour Party's candidates in the March 18 election, seeking to nullify the return of Governor Sanwo-Olu and his deputy. The witness told the court that he served as an agent for the Labour Party for Unit 006, Ward 15, Lagos Island local government in the governorship election. The news across the world is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM. We go on a break now. After that, we'll bring you more news on the foreign and sports scenes. Please stay with us. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram at Diamond 887 FM. Diamond FM, shining supreme. You're welcome back. You're still listening to the news across the world, reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM. Now we continue with the rest of the stories from the foreign scene. Some movement has been detected underground at a shuttered gold mine in South Africa's Free State, where at least 31 miners working illegally died in a suspected gas explosion in May, raising a slim possibility that there may be survivors. The accident happened on May 18 in the city of Welcome, but has only come to light. According to South African authorities, the bodies are still underground and it is likely there were more miners underground than initially thought, and the death count could be higher than 31. President Vladimir Putin has rallied Russia's military and security services on Tuesday, telling them they halted a slide into civil war when Wagner mercenaries rebelled and marched on Moscow. As Russia announced preparations to disarm Yevgeny Prigozhin's private force, Putin and his supporters were insisting his rule was not weakened by the revolt, widely seen as the biggest threat to Kremlin authorities since he came to power. Putin has described the dramatic events at the weekend as a victory for the Russian regular military, which has shown restraint in not being drawn into fight with the Wagner force. And in sports, Tottenham Hotspur have rejected Bayern Munich's £60 million bid for their striker Harry Kane. According to transfer expert Fabrizio Romano, Tottenham have no intention of selling Kane for a figure that low. The England captain, who has 1 year left on his Spurs contract, can leave Tottenham on a free transfer next summer. With that, we've come to the end of the news across the world. But before we go, here is the recap of the major highlights. NSCDC deploys 40,000 personnel ahead of Salah celebrations. Kwara Eid Committee announces plans for Eid prayer. On the foreign scene, Putin says Russia dodged a civil war after suppressing mercenaries. And in sports, Tottenham Hotspur rejects Bayern Munich's bid for Harry Kane. Did you know that today marks the day of Arafah 1444 AH? Pilgrimage is one of the pillars of Islam, so the day of Arafah is an important day for Muslims across the world. Diamond FM says, as Muslims celebrate the Eid al-Adha tomorrow, let the teachings of the season reflect in your actions towards your relatives and neighbors for a better society. For news coverage or information about happenings around you, kindly contact our newsroom on 0916 062 7526. The news across the world was edited by Sani, Alausa, Isa, and I am Tobi Adebisi. Thank you for listening to your shining supreme station. Happy celebrations.
Diamond FM, your one-stop dial.
Diamond FM Ìlọrin, àwa là ń gbé ìròyìn àwọn ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ orin àtàwọn amúlùdùn yògbà tí ò láfijọ́ ṣe ti aráyé.
Láti inú yàrá ìròyìn Diamond 88.7 FM Ìlọrin, ìròyìn àgbáyé.
Ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́, èyí ni àwọn kókó ní ìròyìn. Àjọ NSCDC ti darí 140 àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ síta fún ti ọdún iléyá. Ìgbìmọ̀ elétò yìí ti kéde àwọn àlàkalẹ̀ fún ti ayẹyẹ ọdún iléyá. Lẹ́ka ti ilẹ̀ òkèèrè, Putin ti ní wípé ilẹ̀ Russia dẹ́bu ogun abẹ́lé lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n kó àwọn ọmọ ogun aládàáni kan wọlé. Lẹ́ka eré ìdárayá, ikọ̀ Tottenham ti tako àgbékalẹ̀ owó látọwọ́ ikọ̀ Bayern Munich fún ríra Harry Kane. Ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́, ẹ ṣeun tó darapọ̀ mọ́ wa fún ti ìròyìn káàkiri àgbáyé láti iléeṣẹ́ wa Diamond 88.7 FM Ìlọrin. Ọláyínká Ajani Ajibade lórúkọ mi. Ẹ tún lè gbọ́ wa lórí ìtàkùn ayélujára wa www.diamondfm.net tàbí lórí Facebook wa @diamond87fm tàbí lórí YouTube wa Diamond FM Ìlọrin. Ìròyìn ọ̀hún lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ ń bọ̀ láìpẹ́.
Ta ni mọ̀lá tó ti gbé ilẹ̀ yẹn lọ́dà sójú agbára.
Bàbá Tanímọ̀lá, ẹ ti gbàgbé pé ẹni ní kílẹ̀ ayé ó da, ó nìkan kọ́ ni yóò jèrè ẹ, bẹ́ẹ̀ sì nílé ayé òdùn fẹ́nìkan ṣoṣo. Ẹ kúkú mọ̀ pé ìjọba ò ní dáwọ́ dúró láti máa dẹ́kun dída ilẹ̀ sójú àgbàrá tó ń fa ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ omíyalé àgbàrá ya ṣọ́ọ̀bù, ilẹ̀ rírì, ilé dídàwó àti àwọn ìjàmbá míì tó lè tètè sọ ní di aláìnílé lórí. Ẹ sì mọ̀jà gbàgbé pípín àgbàrá a máa gbé tọmọdé àtàgbà lọ. Ẹ sá fún ilẹ̀ dídà sójú àgbàrá.
Ilẹ̀ dídà sójú àgbàrá kò dára, káyé fọwọ́ ara wa ṣera wa.
Ọ̀rọ̀ ìmọ̀ràn yín wá láti iléeṣẹ́ Diamond 88.7 FM.
Ṣáájú ọjọ́ ayẹyẹ ọdún iléyá lọ́la ọjọ́rú, wọ́n ti wá rọ àwọn mùsùlùmí òdodo láti dé sí ojúkò ìrun yídì ní ó pẹ́ jù agogo 8 òwúrọ̀ ọ̀la fún ti ìrun oníràkà méjì. Àtẹ̀jáde tí alága ìgbìmọ̀ yídì Abdulrazak Amuda àti adarí àwọn àkànṣe iṣẹ́ ní ọ́fíìsì gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Kwara Mahmood Soliu pawọ́pọ̀ buwọ́lù filéde fún iléeṣẹ́ Diamond FM lónìí tún jẹ́ kó di mímọ̀ wípé òfin kò fààyè gba kíkiri ọjà tàbí títọrọ bárà nínú ọgbà yídì, bí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ òfin yóò gbé ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá kọ̀ tí kún. Àtẹ̀jáde tún rọ àwọn olùjọ́sìn láti má ṣe kírun lẹ́bàá ọ̀nà, tí wọ́n sì rọ àwọn olùjọ́sìn tí wọ́n bá ń bẹ nínú ọgbà yídì láti fi ọgbẹ́ nírọ̀lẹ́